Hey there guys, welcome back to Texas Beer Reviews, and on this episode we will be looking at Prairie's Barrel-Aged Bible Belt. Alright, so, you are familiar with Bible Belt, which it's not focusing, that's alright. This is their Imperial Stout, that is brewed in collaboration with Evil Twin. And, it says, of course, Imperial Stout brews spices and aged in whiskey barrels, so the spices being cocoa nibs, vanilla bean, coffee, and chili peppers. So this is the first time that they've barrel aged it. Bible Belts have had, I want to say, like 3 releases, maybe, I don't know, something like that. And I've had the first one at least. I think I may have had the second one. They had another release recently. I didn't pick up the regular Bible Belt, but I did pick up the barrel aged version. This is the first time that they barrel aged it. It comes in at 13.4% alcohol by volume, and I think it actually has a code on here, but I can't really tell what it is. And I know I've mentioned I'm kind of getting out of barrel-aged stouts. However, I do really enjoy Prairie's barrel-aged stouts. There's an Imperial stouts in general, always very tasty. So, I haven't had this one yet. Let's go dig in and check it out. And we'll be checking out this new opener that Jake got me. Thank you very much, sir. Alright. So, Prairie is, of course, out of Krebs, Oklahoma. And plenty of their stuff sees distribution here. This is going to be very similar to Bomb, which basically what Bible Belt is it's Bomb, but brewed in collaboration with Evil Twin. I think they might use some of their malts. They actually just did one with Trillium, where it's the base for one of the Trillium stouts too. So I think it's just a base for one of the Evil Twin beers. It could be Biscotti Break, who knows, I don't know. Anyway, pours out very much similar to Bible Belt or Prairie Bomb. Very dark brown black with a nice tan, dark tan mocha head. And yeah, looks nice. So let's try the aroma on this guy. Oh yeah, smells very similar to Bomb as far as that like intense chocolate coffee, but you get a nice whiskey tone to it. The spices themselves are a little bit more kind of balanced and in blend with another. I think the barrels just kind of, at least on the aroma, balance all those spices out. They kind of blend in really well with the whiskey. Getting some vanilla, getting coffee, chocolate, and like a dark kind of a, baker's chocolate. Picking up some oak. There's a hint of some spiciness too, not like cinnamon or anything. Maybe something closer to nutmeg. It smells very rich and decadent, so let's check out the taste. Cheers. Oh, that is super chocolatey. That's the first thing really jumping out at me is just intense dark chocolate. It's interesting. The whiskey gives it that kind of that sweetness. However, it feels very dark and kind of roasty too. Definitely picking up dark fruits. Things like prunes and maybe a hint of raisin, kind of what you would expect out of a bar of dark chocolate. Definitely getting the coffee, the whiskey's there in the form of caramel. Definitely picking up a bit more of a nuttiness to it. I got a little bit more vanilla there. Definitely doesn't really jump out. I think everything's really actually well blended together. Can't really say I'm picking up that much of a chili pepper. Might have just a very slight heat, but really, really slight. chocolate's the big thing. Getting the coffee, but really it's the chocolate and the whiskey with some vanilla in there. The whiskey's very caramel forward. Not anything too different, I would say. I'm not picking up like a coconut or vanilla or anything like that. Anything a little bit special or whatever from the whiskey, just a really, nice kind of a caramel sweetness over the base beer and the additives. Body is pretty nice and full. It's not super intensely thick, but pretty full. Carbonation is a bit lower. Definitely getting some alcohol on the taste. However, it doesn't really come through the nose as much. It's more of a warming sensation. Yeah, actually really nice on the alcohol for 13.4%. Not too boozy. Overall, this is pretty tasty. It does really make me remind me of how, when I had Bible Belt before, quite a while ago. Very chocolatey. I always picked up more chocolate on that compared to like regular Mom, and definitely shows here. Just tons and tons of chocolate. I mean, this almost tastes like straight up drinking liquefied dark chocolate, but very tasty. So if you want a really big chocolatey beer with a nice caramel whiskey element to it, some vanilla, definitely seek it out. I still found this on the shelf up here. I don't think we got a whole lot, but it was on our little single shelf up here, so picked up a bottle here in Atascocita, and yeah, good stuff. I bought it for $10.99. It's a little pricey as far as these kind of beers go. I usually don't like to spend too much, but for one of those things that comes out every once in a while, as far as like a barrel-aged prairie beer, yeah, I don't mind dropping 12 bucks or so every now and again for a really well done Imperial stout. So I like it quite a bit. As I mentioned before, I don't drink Imperial stouts, whiskey barrel aged stuff as much as I used to. Not into the style as much as before, but for the style, I think it's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and for the style give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Very well done. Big chocolate, big whiskey. If you like those kind of things, check it out. If you like Bomb, check it out. Bible Belt, any of those kind of things. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this episode. So as always, think global, drink local, and